Okay, this is another video on the Town Hall 10 hits that we saw in our war against OneHive. So these are Town Hall 11s hitting our Town Hall 10s, thanks to our Town Hall 11s getting 2-starred by their Town Hall 10s. So this was a bit of a golem bowler witch attack, and as a few of us noticed when we were watching this live, this guy just marches right through this base with this army composition as though there's nothing even there. There's not much to say about it. He just uses several jump spells, golems, bowlers, and witches, and just marches through this whole base. You can see the 3 jump spells there lined up in a row from one side to the other. Of course, this is made easier by the fact that he has max level heroes, but nonetheless a very impressive attack. At this point you can see that there isn't a whole lot left of this base, and it's going down very fast. He loses a bit of momentum here, beating on walls, getting stuck, but he makes up for it in the end, and it works out. I'll speed up the rest so we can go on to the next hit. Well done. I'll leave the army composition up here for just a few minutes or a few seconds so you can take a look at that. I'm sure Ver will be excited to try this out. Maybe this will be his new go-to strategy with his witches. Here is the next hit. Again, we see a very similar strategy. Golems, bowlers, and witches. This time he brought 2 jump spells. We'll see how he places them. Just one right there on the end and another to get into the middle. He might be beating on some walls after he gets into that middle here, but we'll see how it works out. Obviously it did end in a 3, so can't be all bad. It always seems like these attacks are about to lose their momentum, but somehow they just keep going. Manages to finally get that Inferno Tower down after that Inferno really melted his troops. But he's got a gang of witches over there at 9 o'clock. He still has a little bit of health left on his heroes, so he'll make it through this. Looks like my game is lagging a little bit. So it's almost done here. I'll speed it up. He just has this gang of skeletons now working their way around the outside of the building. All he has to deal with is 1 mortar, so there's not a whole lot of splash damage left. So those skeletons are going to tank a lot of the rest of this raid. Well done. So this next hit is just a simple bowler walk. But it's always interesting to see how these play out. He gets a lot of his troops down very quickly there because that Inferno Tower is going to fry those giants very quickly unless he gets in there and takes it out. That last Inferno managed to stay alive for a little bit, but is going to go down right here. So he's got a whole gang of bowlers still alive on both sides. The ones in the core have died, but he still has all the ones on the sides. Still has both his warden and his queen. Still has the queen ability. So this is wrapped. Nice work. So this is actually a Town Hall 10, 3-starring another Town Hall 10. He looks like he's doing a queen walk followed with a La Lune attack. His goal right here will be to get into the base. He's going to use some wall breakers to break in, and his queen walk is going to try to get, it looks like 2 air defenses maybe if he gets lucky, and the enemy archer queen. There's the wall breakers going in, queen's going down. His queen might not wander over to that 9 o'clock archer tower, or sorry, air defense. Yep, she's going to avoid that. He likely wanted to try to get that one out too, but he was successful without it nonetheless. So now he's going in with his air attack. Got 3 hounds, all kind of spread out going toward 1 air defense, and a handful of loons behind it. Haste spells to get them to work against that blower. He freezes that Inferno Tower and the blower there together. That's good. That really helps his balloons get into that core and start working their way around rather than getting hung up on that blower. He's got more haste spells. And at this point, all he has left is 1 rage, and he'll likely save it for getting closer to that air defense. There it is. His queen and his king are still alive. They're just running around, killing more buildings, taking out the outside, taking out the inside. He still has a hound that's left, and that hound will hopefully pop here and help him with cleanup, but looks like it might not. There it is. That's interesting. Now there's the CC troops are finally coming out. Doesn't matter at this point. All he's got to do is clean up. He doesn't have to kill those troops. Those pups are chasing that hound around. This king's just running away from it. And this is wrapped. Nice hit. The Town Hall 10 versus the Town Hall 10. What's interesting here is that he took 3 hounds, and his kill squad, his queen, took out 1 air defense. Generally, I feel like if you're going against X number of air defenses, you should bring X plus 1 number of hounds. But he didn't do that this time, and he still had 1 hound left over. So good to know. Something to learn there. We might not have to be taking as many hounds in the future since the balloon buff. Looks like we're going to see the same thing here, where we have a queen walk followed by a La Lune attack. Looks like he might only have 2 hounds and a bunch of balloons this time. He's going to try to break into this large compartment at 3 o'clock. He's going to take out this clan castle here and that one air defense, and then break in probably and try to take out more. This kill squad might be able to get 2 of these air defenses before he has to start the air attack. There, he's gotten 1 air defense down. At some point he's going to use these wall breakers to break into this compartment, but he hasn't had to do it yet. Maybe he's waiting for that bomb tower to lock in. There we go. The bomb tower is dead. The splash damage is not going to kill these wall breakers. He's going to break into this compartment here and take out this next air defense. It looks like he just uses his barbarian king to just take out some of these exterior buildings. I don't know. Oh, he's got some wall breakers there, so he's actually going to use his barbarian to go in and take out some of these defenses, which is very impressive. That barbarian king is going to almost clear out that entire compartment. That compartment is cleared out. Wow. So his queen has taken out 2 air defenses, the clan castle and the archer, the defending queen. His king has done a great job all by himself, and now he starts the La Lune attack. Still has his queen up. She manages to avoid that inferno tower and keep fighting. He's going to use some heals here to heal up these balloons. This is sometimes used in bases that are spread out where the balloons are not going to be facing imminent danger from an inferno tower. It looks like he kind of misses with this freeze spell. It doesn't get either the air defense or the inferno tower. But he's got enough balloons left over at full health, or very close to full health, thanks to that heal spell, that they just clobber this inferno tower. And that's it. This is done. He's got enough balloons for his next attack. And I'll likely break it off after this video so that these videos aren't too long. But nice hit there. He used a lot of minions to do cleanup on this attack. Also note that he brought 5 healers for his queen walk, because his queen walk was enormous. He took out nearly half the base with just his queen.